Welcome back to Celebrity News, where we give you the right update and all of what you will like to know. So if you're new here or if at all you're just passing by for the first time, please take some minutes of your time to subscribe, like, comment and hit the notification button so that you don't miss in any of my uploads. Kim Kardashian cried because she felt like she was a failure and a loser as her marriage to Kanye West ended after she admitted she had been unhappy for years. You may have heard that Keeping Up with the Kardashians is coming to an end after 14 years and 20 seasons. Last night, the final episode of the final season aired. Here's what happened. This week, we see the family take their final vacation in front of the camera. Hello. At a believable 17,000 square foot estate overlooking Lake Tahoe. When they arrive, however, it becomes apparent that something is wrong with Kim, who declares that she wants to go to her room and never come out. During the confession, Khloe revealed that Kim is secretly struggling behind the camera about a relationship, had a huge argument with Kanye right before hitting the road, and has drained her grief, her anger and her frustration. Then he showed us a flashback that broke my heart. We see Kim crying with Kourtney, Kylie, and Kendall. "Honestly, I can't do this anymore," she said, crying. She continued, "I'm still where I've been for years. He leaves and moves to another state every year and I have to stay together to raise the kids. He was a great dad and did an amazing job." When Kourtney replied that Kanye would still be a great dad even if they broke up, Kim cried, "He deserves someone who can support his every move him in Wyoming, I can't do that. He should have a woman who supports him in all his actions and travels with him, and I don't." Then came the punch. "I feel like a failure because this is my third marriage," she exclaimed. "I feel like a damn loser. But I can't even think about it. I want to be happy." There's so much to unpack here that it makes my brain explode. First, it's worth noting that this scene was included as a flashback as promotional clips for the season. It suggests that it's part of a larger plot. This suggests that Kim filmed the scene and possibly more scenes of her marriage falling apart, but ultimately decided not to show too many details once the editing was done. This lines up with Kris Jenner's revelation in March that she wasn't sure which part of the cleavage would actually appear on the show due to Kim's privacy concerns. Second, I can't get over the similarities between this scene and the 2011 scene where Kim cried to Kourtney and Scott about the breakdown of her marriage to Kris Humphries. "At 30, I thought I would get married and have kids, but I didn't," she cried at the scene. "I failed there." It's almost bizarre to see Kim acknowledge her previous marriage while crying bitterly over the failure again in this episode 10 years after her last breakup. It was interesting to hear about Kim and Kanye's living conditions, as it confirmed my suspicions that they've grown apart since Kanye decided to move to Wyoming in 2018. This theory was only reinforced when, during the last season of KUWTK, Kim made a comment about her kids going to Wyoming to be with dad during part of the pandemic. But I also think this stalemate over where to live represents the completely inevitable